All right, so we have just a couple more examples to go. Let's look at number 10. Number 10, we're going to multiply radicals together. 3 radical 5 minus 2 radical 3 times 2 plus radical 3. And we are just going to be very methodical. We're going to FOIL. And again, they all have the same index, so I can multiply the numbers inside the radicals together. I can multiply the numbers that are outside the radicals together and the numbers that are inside the radicals together. So when I do my first terms, 3 radical 5 times 2, that's going to be 6 radical 5. I'm multiplying the outer numbers together. Now I'm going to do my outer terms. 3 radical 5 times radical 3, so that's plus 3 radical 15. They're both in the same index, so I can multiply the radicals together. Now I'm going to multiply my inner terms. Negative 2 radical 3 times 2 be negative 4 radical 3. And my last terms, negative 2 radical 3 times radical 3, negative 2 radical 9. Now that last one is the only one that I can simplify. Square root of 9 is 3. So my final answer is going to be 6 radical 5 plus 3 radical 15 minus 4 radical 3 minus 6. Square root of 9 is 3, and multiply that by the 2, and that's how we get 6. There's no radicand that's the same, so I can't add any of my outer numbers together. Can't combine anything, and that's my final answer. Okay, so let's do number 13 together, and we'll end this last video. We'll make it a little shorter. Okay, so 2 plus radical 3 over 4 minus radical 3. I have to rationalize this. I cannot leave a radical in the denominator. And we're going to rationalize it just like we did when we had those i's, and I had to multiply by conjugates because I have a binomial. So I have to multiply by the conjugate of 4 minus radical 3. And what is the conjugate of 4 minus radical 3, you might be asking yourself? Well, it is 4 plus radical 3. Remember, it's the same terms, but you change the middle sign. So I'm going to multiply top and bottom by 4 plus radical 3. So my numerator is going to wind up having radicals in it, but the denominator will not. I'm going to get rid of them. So the shortcut to multiplying conjugates together is square the first term, that's a 16, square the last term. Radical 3 times radical 3 is, I'll just put radical 9 for now, and subtract them. And then I'm going to FOIL my numerators together. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times radical 3 is 2 radical 3. 4 times radical 3 is 4 radical 3. And radical 3 times radical 3 is radical 9. I'm just going to leave it like that for now. Okay, so now I want to go back and simplify and combine like terms. Okay, the square root of 9 is 3. So my denominator is 16 minus 3. And then again, this is radical 9 is going to be 3, so 8 plus 3 is 11. And I can add my radicals because they have the same radicand and the same index, and that's going to be 6 radical 3. So let's get the final answer here, 11. That bell startled me. So 11 plus 6 radical 3 all over 13. And that's going to be the final answer. Now you could write it as 2 separate fractions if you want. It's not going to matter. I don't care. They're both the same thing. It's just whatever your preference is. So anyway, that's the end of the lesson. I can do some more examples tomorrow when we get to class. So make sure and put some notes down if you want to see another example of a certain type of problem. Okay? And I'll see you in the morning. I hope you have a great afternoon. Bye.